guys, my name is Fancy and I want to start by asking you guys a question. Where does life actually happen? Is it downtown in that glass office tower or is it on your block? Because right now for a lot of people around the world, the answer is quietly shifting. So why should you care about this topic? Well, where do you choose to live after graduation? This affects that. And if you ever think about cities, housing policies, careers, understanding what's happening right now in cities can give you a serious angle. And here's my argument in one sentence that remote and hybrid work is pulling economic activity away from downtown cores and redirecting it towards the neighborhoods where people actually live. And to make that case, I'll take you through two things. First, how big this shift really is, and second, what it's actually doing to our cities. First, remote and hybrid work isn't just a trend anymore, it's global and it could be permanent. And just that we all agree, remote work means you work entirely from home or wherever you want, and hybrid work means you split your time, maybe 2 days in office and 3 days from home. Now a bit of history, that for over the century, cities were built around one idea that work belongs downtown. And this is according to sociologist Ernest Burgess, and he created this concentric model that, as you can see from this graph, the CBD is at the core and then the residential rings, they spread outwards. And that model shapes Chicago, which is the nearest from UIUC, or London or Tokyo. But when you can work from your kitchen table, your neighborhood becomes your office, or your local cafe becomes your conference room. So this 100-year model no longer maps to reality. And this isn't just the US. The US Census Bureau confirmed in March 2025 that this is not a pandemic anomaly. The UK is around 28% hybrid, and looking at Asian countries like Japan is around 25%, and even China is shifting. It's 15%, but you can see it's evidently slower because it's held back by this 996 culture, which means you work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days. So China can remind us that this shift is global, but it happens differently everywhere. And second, what is this doing to our cities? So two things, but they pull in opposite directions. The downtowns could be struggling and the neighborhoods are coming alive. So think about what a downtown runs on: office workers. For every morning, thousands pour in, they buy coffee, they grab lunch, and they ride transportations. But if they just stay at home, then this demand vanishes and businesses could close, tax revenue could fall, and the city has less to invest, which makes it harder to bring people back. The Brookings Institution called this the doom loop, and it's documented in February 2024 with rising vacancies, shrinking riderships, and falling revenues. And also, a PNAS study confirmed it directly that cities with more remote workers saw sharper drops in downtown activity. Now let's look at this chart. It's from the Zillow data that is across 12 major US cities. And after February 2020, suburbs and outer suburbs took off while city centers flatlined. But here's what matters. People don't just stop spending money, but they relocated. They just stopped going downtown to do it. All of their shoppings, it moves into their neighborhoods. So the spending relocated, and the entire communities that were once just where people sleep are now where life actually happens. Okay, so today we covered first, remote and hybrid work has become a permanent global first, and second, its downtown cores are declining while residential neighborhoods gain new economic and social vitality. And I believe that as time goes on, one of us will get to decide where we work and where we truly live. So as I just said, the neighborhood is no longer just where you sleep. So then here's the question. So what kind of neighborhood or what kind of city are you going to help build? Thank you.